Hello, let's take a look at the new season. This is the PTR version, so everything can change, but we have access to 3 new units, 3 new unit masteries, a new weapon, and new unit tree. So let's start with the units. This season there are no blue ones, so there are 2 purple ones and gold archers. And the issue here is that there are no English skill descriptions on PTR, unfortunately. So I'm using the Chinese and just using Google Translate to translate them. So I might get something wrong, but in generally, I will tell you what these units do. So these guys are the polearms, bracing polearms, kind of like halberdiers. And what they have is that they have 2 types of brace. So when you take them and just put them in the formation, they will brace. Just like halberdiers, they can turn around and attack everyone. But if you use this skill, they get like the increased damage against cavalry or other fast-moving units, but they cannot turn. So it's something like you put them against the cavalry and you can use it to instantly brace. And if they get surrounded, you press it again to disable it, and now they are in this brace where they can actually turn around. But when they turn around, they don't have this bonus damage against fast-moving units. Okay. And when enemies attack them, they get bleed. And these guys, when attack enemies with bleed, heal up for 4% of max health. So they have quite a nice sustain, and they can take some beating actually. So I just brace, as you can see, the starboards get bleed. And if I use these skills, they no longer turn to attack the guys next to them. So you have to disable it so they actually attack enemies around. Okay, as for the second skill, the effect depends on what stance they are. If they are just moving around, not braced, it will make them deal more damage with the attack. If they are braced in this mode, anti-cavalry mode, they get increased effect against cavalry and +1 target, I think. And if they are in like regular base when they can turn, and they get double effect from healing, and they charge forward a bit. So yeah, against infantry you don't want to use the stance in which they do not turn around, because it's only against fast moving target, like unless infantry charges you, right? But I think in general you want to use this like free brace, I would say, because then you can get increased healing and more sustain. And yeah, that's all about this guy. So they have one interesting formation where they have like this triangle to like cover the flank, which is interesting, I would say. But okay, let's take a look at the second unit. Okay, so these guys, they are cavalry, but they can dismount. And so they're kind of hybrid of cavalry and the infantry. So as far as I saw, I don't think they are that strong as cavalry. They didn't seem to get like much damage. They basically have this charge where they charge and then come back to you. It's kind of like Kha'Zix, I guess. And they also have this cover commander in which they like charge into enemies. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be very effective on the PTR right now. And the dismount skill, they jump and they deal more damage. And yeah, then just attacking the melee. Okay, and this second skill is basically a cover commander, but it has additional effect that when enemies attack you, the damage is split between your units. So basically something like Spartans have, but like for you. So I can now come there and you can see that damage goes to your unit. Alright. And they can also mount. I don't think there is any special effect to mounting. I think they are gonna tweak them a bit, maybe because I'm not sure they are that strong right now. Alright, and let's take a look at the new gold archers. And no, they are not in the unity, which is a bummer. In general, they are similar to longbows, but they have this unique mechanic that when they shoot arrows, they basically do to have different effects depending on the distance. So the close range arrows are like more damage. I think they are like botkin arrows, right? Not sure if they have more penetration or what is that, but they deal more damage. So at like medium range, they have like regular ones, and the max range, I think it's decreased accuracy. But what is interesting about them, the second skill, which is like, imagine like Shenji grenades, where you can just aim and they will lob arrows to actually hit the place where you aim. Which is, I would say, kinda cool, because they should be able to shoot over walls and things like that, where other archers often struggle. And you can use it to like lob arrows onto shields to headshot them, if you don't miss, I guess. But yeah, basically archers with this improved skill to aim at the spot. And yeah, realistically, I don't think like you will care much about these ranges, but you know, there is that. Okay, and that would be it for the archers. So quick word about the new masteries. Okay, so for the Bratschos, Janissaries and Scallions got the new mastery. Let's take a quick look at them because they aren't that like complex, I would say. Basically, stat changes. So the Forte Bratschos are better against cavalry and take less damage for arrows. They get increased damage in brace when health is below 50%. And they have chance to get CC immunity on the attacks. So like basically passive things. Janissaries get a movement speed boost after they like move after being set up, so it's easier to reposition them, and they get more damage against polearms and cavalry, and they stack damage increase while they keep shooting at the target. And the Galleons, they got more ammo, more burning damage, and more damage against tower shields, and the knockback on units, which is, that might be annoying, I guess, but we will see. Alright, so that's the mastery, and let's take a look at the unit tree. So we got a new unit tree in which you can unlock some seasonal units, and there are even some upgrades to these units. I took a look at them, and basically they are all like 2% more damage and some more penetration, more speed, things like that. So like nothing very interesting, just pure stats changes. But yeah, you can now unlock some seasonal units with the honor. So I guess that's nice. Okay, and now time for a new weapon, which is a bastard sword. So yeah, there is also this issue with lacking descriptions, and there is a lot of them. So I don't want to like go through all of that and tell what it does. I just want to give you a general idea. So there are only 4 skills. You don't have like skills to choose, but they introduce like a new system here, similar to the, I guess, runes or the seals which we just had in the event. And what's happening here is that for each skill, including this is basic attacks, this is right click. So for every skill, you can choose some bonus, and then you can choose which skills you want to buff. You cannot choose 2 buffs for one skill, and you have only 3 to choose from. And the things which are here are like very strong. All right. So for example, you instantly block break enemies, or you get a shield like 5000 HP shield when you use the skill, or when you block, you stack damage increase like 20% for stack. So there's pretty powerful stuff in here, and as I said, I don't want to like try to explain everything because there are no descriptions, so that's gonna be hard. But I read through all of them with the translator, and yeah, they seem like this is not like something which you wouldn't care about. This is like stuff which really change how you play, and some of these are even linked to your armor. Because like you can use any armor with this weapon. You can use heavy, like medium or light, but you have like bonuses here, which says that if your total armor is below, then something happens. So you need to not use heavy armor to get this bonus. So this is like how they approach this weapon, which I think is very nice because there is a lot of things which you can customize. Like with each skill have 3 options here, and then you have multiple options there, and they really change the playstyle. So I really like it. Okay, so how this weapon look in practice? I will start with, in the current state on PTR, I would say it's completely broken, like overpowered and everything. But yeah, I assume they're gonna tweak it a bit. But let's go through the skills and some things which this weapon has. So first skill is like a jump, and then you can follow up with this slash. Second skill is like a combo which clears your CC and gives you some healing, like depending on the bonuses. You can attach some bonuses. So let's skip these additional things. Basically, this is this clear CC, and you have these combo attacks, and you are blocking during this skill. And there is this charge attack where you can charge if you hold it. And if you do not hold it or like press it again during charge, you actually get an attack. So let's wait a second. So yeah, you can do this like combo, which yeah, I guess deals some damage. I recall there is like one upgrade which makes this skill so that you can execute enemies below some HP, for example. So that's a fun fact. And the ultimate is basically a buff. But you have these few attacks, and then you have a buff for like, even there is description this time. So yeah, when you use the skill, you restore 30% HP, and then when you kill enemies, you restore even more. So it's kind of like your sustain thing. Okay, so that's the skills. There is also dismount, which can actually change the direction during the flight, which is nice, I would say. And the basic attacks. So there is like a few attacks combo, but what's important is that you normally have a dodge, right? But when you attack and you dodge, you actually have this dash. And currently, I hope it's a bug, but currently you can do it like without stamina all the time. So it's kind of looks overpowered for me. But yeah, there is that. And there is the normal sprint attack with the left click. But what is new is that with the right click, you actually not only block, but it's also an attack. If you release the right click, you attack. So if you just tap it, you have like one slash, and if you hold it, and then you get the double slash. And also when you like, if you do this dash and then you do right click, there is another attack. Like because with the normal left click, you have this slash, and with the right click you have this other. So there is a lot of fluidity, I would say. In this class you can like cancel every skill, so they flow very nicely, I would say. So yeah, I would say it's very mobile class. You can like close the distance very quickly. Most of the skills like move you forward. Also you have these dashes, which, as I said, I hope they won't work with no stamina in the live match, because it would be a nightmare to deal with that. But yeah, I would say it's very interesting class. I really love the take which they have with the skills, where you can just customize them. I would love to see it in the other weapons, like instead of the runes, which kind of got stale, I would say. So yeah, I don't want to comment really about if this class strong, what it can do, because you know PTR everything can change. But I will show you some duels which I did before reading any skill description. So I was just mashing buttons and didn't know what's happening. But yeah. Yeah, I also like how this class looks. Like the animations are very good. So yeah, we will see. I just hope they not make it too overpowered, because that's gonna be annoying. Right, and that's all I wanted to show. As I said, I really like what they did with this weapon in terms of customization. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one.
Hey!